Hi, welcome to Money Confidence. I'm Crystal Oculee, the Chief Financial Strategist here at Confidence Wealth. And every week I try to bring a topic to you that's talked about and seems to be the popular conversation piece. So this week we're going to talk about FDIC and what does that mean. So let's discuss Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. FDIC, in case you were wondering what it stands for. So the most important thing is that a lot of people, because you've been concerned and you want to make sure that you're insured, that you're looking at what that limit is. That limit is $250,000 based on unique individuals. So what does unique mean? Example, if you husband and wife, if you have a joint account, it means each of you are insured for $250,000, right? So it would make sense because it's individual, right? What you want to also be looking at is also your beneficiary. So example, let's say you're a single mom that has 4 children. So really, it's not any longer $250,000 that you are covered for. It's actually up to $1 million because of the fact that you have 4 unique beneficiaries and they're going to be equal. That's also important, remember, because each individual is covered $250,000. You can take a look at the actual link that we have included. I have included a link for the actual, all the different differences of all the accounts from the actual FDIC site that goes through the details of it and how you can set it up and all of those great stuff. I'm not going to get into that in this video, but I wanted you to just understand what the bases are and the basics are. We also included a very friendly calculator that makes it a little easy for you to take a look and see, oh, am I insured if I filled this out based on these criteria? The other thing you want to think about is trust accounts. So trust accounts up to 1.5 million with unique individuals are actually covered. So one thing you want to take a look at, are your individuals equal in that trust? If they're not, then your FDIC might be a little bit different. Irrevocable trusts are totally different. What's unique and interesting about that is irrevocable trust looks like, from everything that you can read also on the page that I shared with you, is about $250,000. So you really want to spread that in different banks. If, for example, that was a concern of yours, because if the maximum coverage is $250,000, regardless of the beneficiaries and how it's set up, again, remember, because irrevocable trusts are a little bit different. It might be set up for different purposes and different reasons. So they're not going to have the same type of, the elements that you have in a revocable trust. A revocable trust is really you're setting up beneficiaries. When you're gone, it's going to not go through probate and be able to get to your beneficiaries easily. So it's really about that equal share for the FDIC rule, versus irrevocable trusts are set up for different reasons. And that's the reason why I would assume why they have it a little bit differently. But again, that's the reason I wanted to make sure that you're watching this and you're not worried running around spreading your money in different banks because you're unsure what it truly covers. That way, if you're with your favorite bank and you take a look and according to everything you read on that page and the calculator, you find out, yep, looks like I had 4 unique individuals. I had $1 million at that bank. I'm good. Versus if you were in an irrevocable trust and you felt the need that you really have to go spread it somewhere else, or maybe you have 1 child and that's, your unique account type really ends there. So then it becomes a little bit differently. And then you may need to look at multiple different banks to be able to get the FDIC if you had more than $250,000. Most of the population are not going to have more than $250,000 at banks at any given time. So it's going to be a little easier. But there are definitely lots of people that may have more because they have more cash on hand, more CDs or whatever it may be. And it's a lot of people even may have IRAs that's just sitting in a money market account at a bank. So you really want to make sure you do, all your due diligence to make sure in a time like this where you're worried that you put your mind at ease. And really, this shouldn't be even just because of what's going on in the banking system, what you're worried about right now. This should be something that you should be looking at a due diligence period. So then you're not worried about. That was the reason we thought it was really beneficial to not just do this quick video to give you the generality, but also go ahead and share those links with you so you can look at it a little bit further and educate yourself, because that's always, knowledge is power. That's always a good thing. In the meantime, if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to your team. Until next time.